What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new video. You guys absolutely smashed the last video, so I am going to do a part 2 with the Bugatti Veyron Vitesse, aka Vitesse. Today I'm going to be talking about all the cool features and what it's like to own one of these, what I like, dislike about this car. So let's get started. Here we go. Full black leather interior, white stitching, Alcantara steering wheel, carbon 12 o'clock ring. Let's get this bad boy out of the garage. Got the key right here. You can see. Very similar to the Bentley key, as they're all owned by Volkswagen. This is the more luxurious key. Pop it open. Turn it. Everything turns on. Foot on the brake. Start this baby up. We are in handling mode. Turn off the car, turn the key to the left, take it out, press the key back in the middle. Now to start this review. First, let's talk about the exterior of this car. It was designed in much more of a elegant, classy approach rather than the Agera RS, which was more of a raced track focus with all the polished carbon, canards and everything. You can see this one is just a crisp, elegant white carbon. And obviously this is the Vitesse, which is the 1200 horsepower model. You can see it with the extra vents in the front. Also in 2010 and later, the Veyrons had a update in the headlights. You can see right there. The old ones just had 3 round bulbs. This has just one there with these LEDs here, which looks amazing when they're on. Let's get onto the back side of the car now. In my opinion, the best looking part. You can see the upgraded clear tail lights here rather than the red ones. With the spec, fits in a lot more. Another upgrade with the Vitesse and Super Sport is these dual exhausts down here. The first gen Veyrons had the just single pipe in the middle. This diffuser, also only for the Vitesse and Super Sport. And the 16-cylinder quad turbo motor producing 1200 horsepower. Monster of an engine. And obviously we got all the black tinted carbon fiber, which almost looks gold. You can see right there. Super cool. You can see the Vitesse plaques right there. This car is actually convertible as well, so this whole panoramic roof right here with the carbon has to be taken off and stored right there on that stand. Unfortunately, not fittable in the front hood, but it's still pretty cool to have a 1200 horsepower convertible car. A few people have asked what this L'Orca Blanc means on the car. Well, L'Orca Blanc translated in English means the white orca. That was a name just chosen as this car is a one-off spec. It needed a name to follow. So Bugatti brainstormed a few ideas and we thought L'Orca Blanc was the best one out of the bunch. So you can see the L'Orca Blanc badge on the door. We go on to the other side. You can see right here, we got it in the door sill. And the coolest part, if you want to pop open the trunk, put your hand right here, opens up, the badge right here. L'Orca Blanc 1 of 1 chassis number, and it's the 5th car in the United States. Trunk space, pretty decent, could be better. But honestly, how much are you going to throw in the trunk of a Bugatti. A backpack, a suitcase. I guess you could fit it in there. Let's go over some of the stuff in the interior. We got the Bugatti clock, the AC outlets, the radio, which I still don't know how to control that much. It's kind of complicated. We have the climate control stuff and all the performance stuff here in the middle. So we got launch control. We have the button to raise and lower the wing, heated and cooled seats, obviously the start stop, and the gear switcher here, steering wheel. Got the small paddles here, upshift, downshift. See everything there. We got the RPM in the middle, the speed on the right, and the horsepower on the left. Don't usually look there though when you're full throttle in a Bugatti. You can see the center here. We put our own Apple thing for music. But since this car was designed in 2013, the iPhones weren't that big. So as you can see, my iPhone is bigger than the whole compartment. So unfortunately, you would have to use a older iPhone or just stick with the old iPod. Now let's talk about some of the achievements this car has. This car has the current record for fastest convertible car, and previously, before it was broken by the Agera RS, had the record for fastest production car at 268 miles per hour, and obviously the Koenigsegg beat it at 277.9. But still, nonetheless, this car is faster than anything else on the road besides the Koenigsegg. To start the list off with the things that I dislike on this car, it's got to be the sound. The sound in this car is, in my opinion, a little too quiet for a hypercar. Compared to the other cars like the LaFerrari and the Agera RS, the sound could be improved a little bit. Number two thing I dislike on this car, it's got to be the suspension. The suspension isn't as smooth as the Agera RS, so you feel the bumps and everything a lot more, especially when you're in handling mode, and that's usually what we drive in most of the time. The number three thing I dislike about this car, it's gotta be the track usability. Now, we don't track our cars too often, but the 3 or 4 times that we tracked it in Dubai, it wasn't the best. It's amazing on the straight, but other than that, on the turns, you're getting taken by every car. Obviously, it's pretty heavy at 4,200 pounds. It's still 200 pounds lighter than the other Veyrons, but still 4,200 pounds. Now, the fourth thing that I dislike about this car, and I think it's the biggest downside of this car, it's gotta be the maintenance prices. The maintenance prices on this car are absolutely absurd. They are the reason many of the Bugatti owners have sold their cars in the past. Some of you might know that the tires on this car are $40,000 US for a fresh set of all 4, which makes it to $10,000 each tire. Like, honestly, do these tires cost $10,000 each one? Probably not. They were handmade and it's only unique to this car, and I know all that stuff, but still, $10,000 for a tire. I think $10,000 you can get a full set of tires on that car. Speaking of Bugatti tires, here's our previous set that we used while driving in Dubai and everything. It's pretty cool to see. So these 2 top ones here are the fronts, obviously, and just look at the bottom ones. They're huge. And yeah, I know they don't look that used, but Bugatti makes it mandatory that you change the tires every 5,000 miles. It's kind of a bummer. I know we had a little bit more use, probably could have put another 2,000 miles in these tires, but you gotta do what you gotta do to keep the warranty. And since these tires are actually glued onto these wheels, every 3rd tire change you have to change the wheels too, which adds another $40,000. So just imagine, the 3rd time you have to spend $80,000 for a tire change. The oil change on this car, also crazy price, $20,000 US. Just to change the oils and a few of the bolts and the fuel pumps and stuff like that. A few minor stuff that probably don't need to be changed, but Bugatti changes it anyways. Now I will add something that I love about this car. It's probably the most comfortable and most usable hypercar out of the bunch. While we were in Dubai, this was pretty much our daily driver, as we didn't have another car. So if we needed groceries or we needed to go buy light bulbs, we took this. Perfectly fine the entire trip. See the wing adjust itself when you turn it on. It's super cool. People freak out when you do this in public. Wing goes down right there. Obviously the whole car lifts itself now. Just a few centimeters, but it still helps going up and down driveways. Ooh. You can hear the turbo spooling a little bit. Pretty cool. Alright guys, and I think that sums up today's video. I hope you enjoyed once again. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and by the way, for everyone that stayed tuned to the end, the first 350 comments that read Yeezy Jr. will have a chance to win a pair of brand new Yeezy Boost 350 V2 blue tints. So if you want to have a chance to win those, comment Yeezy Jr. First 350 have a chance to win. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.